everyone, and welcome to Enter the OCtagon! Hello, everyone! Hello, Onyx Void. Thank you so much for the Tier 1 subscription. Wow, that's so kind of you, Onyx Void. Thank you for taking your vitamins. I, unfortunately, am on the clock tonight, so I can't get any bigger. We can't have that kind of fun, but we can have a lot of fun here in the OCtagon with the lovely friends we will make tonight. It's so good to see all of you. Hello, TC Whetstone, Ethan Viz, Sorrow Streams, CJ Wheelwright, hello. Hello, Bow to the Beard. Thank you so much, TC and Bow, for those subscriptions earlier. Starting off the show with the hype train. Good fucking lord. Hello, Doge. Oh, my goodness. Everyone's here. It's so good to see you all. Thank you so much for being here to join us in a night of improv and fun. That's what this show is all about, you know. You see, we take our vitamins here, and you see, and that helps us get big and strong. But also, sometimes you have to be goofy and have a silly time with your friends to, you know, get big and strong inside, you know. And that's really what this show is all fucking about, you see. It's so good to see you all. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be the host of Enter the OCtagon on the Vitamin Pug stream. The Vitamin Pug stream. You all know Vitamin Pug. He's the one who's your channel. This is the channel you're on currently. And, but that's the fun part about this show, is that it's not just Vitamin Pug tonight. Tonight, we've got a friend of CJ Wheelwright's. Do you all know CJ Wheelwright? If you don't know CJ Wheelwright, I've got something to show you. So if you need to know a little bit about our special guest's friend tonight, friend of CJ Wheelwright, I should specify. Check it out.
The type of person that enjoys weird things, stories, art, weird things and weirdness and strangeness, and also peculiar things and oddball things and spooky things, and you know, just overall just strange things, yeah, just come over to my show. Get weird with it, okay? We're gonna get weird. We're gonna get weird. Let's get back to the Vitamin Pug show, okay? Thank you.
I can confirm it does indeed get pretty weird over there. And that's coming from a snail who is also a bear. Oh my goodness, hello Uncle Tool, it's so good to see you. Let's get weird with CJ. I agree, Ethan Fierce, that's a very good idea. CJ Goatright says, Neon Sock Baby. I mean media. Thank you so much for the sub, Uncle Tool, it's so good to see you. Thank you for showing up to support Enter the OCtagon! Are we ready to have some fun tonight, chat? Is it good? Are we ready to engage and participate and ask a lot of interesting questions to these very, very fleshed out individuals? And I don't mean in terms of flesh, I mean in terms of depth. Or maybe girth, I don't know. Anyway, I'm talking a little too much, don't you think? I think it might be time to meet our challengers for the night. I'm going to send it over to them, and they are going to introduce themselves, and we will decide.
Goatright versus Flintstones Vitamin for Babies.
Goatright versus Flintstones Vitamin for Babies. I'm sure your good friend Vitamin Pug would not appreciate that, Neon Sock Media. And maybe if you are a good little boy, you'll get a chance to get on this show. Anyway, I've done enough yapping. I'm sorry that I can't get bigger for you all. We'll get bigger next time on the Vitamin Pug Show. This way I can kind of kick my feet up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Okay, these characters have no flesh, says Slickwaddle. I'm not sure about that. I'm not so sure about that, Slickwaddle. I am realizing that the cropping on the chat box is kind of fucked up. But that doesn't matter. Let's send it over to our contestants for the night. And we will let them decide amongst themselves who will be the first to introduce themselves. Over to you, challengers. Oh, fuck!
Oh, hello.
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 Hello. Are you my challenger this evening?
Why, yes. Hello. Who might you be, my mysterious friend?
Well, I suppose I shall introduce myself first then. My name is Cedar, Juniper. I am named, of course, from the wood that I was carved from. And who might you be?
Well, darling, my name is Silas Indigo. But that's not all they call me. I'm also known as the Oracle of Opulence, the Peacock Prophet, Lord Indigo, and the artist formerly known as I.
Formerly known as I. All right. Lord Indigo, I suppose you are my enemy this evening, and I shall endeavor to dominate you in the OCtagon.
Oh, sweetie, it would not be the first time I've been dominated.
Good Lord.
Now, I always appreciate letting a lady go first. Would you like to further expound on, tell us a little about yourself? Unless you would like me to go first, of course.
I will gratefully accept your suggestion. I will go first. My name is Cedar Juniper, and I am less than 10 weeks old. I will tell you this.
10.
I am less than 10 weeks old. I don't know much. I have managed to make some friends. I know that you all know my good friend CJ Wheelwright. She's a bit weird, but we forgive that. And I was, but you probably know him, the stupid loser wizard, Percival Himbo.
Yes, me and Percival do indeed go way back.
Well, I will quickly run over my origin story, if that is all right.
Yes, please. I'd love to hear about your birthing.
This stupid wizard, in his despair over the events of the scandal from the film festival, you know, he was caught cheating, and his spurned lover burned his house down. And in his despair, he carved me from wood because he's a deviant. He's a deviant.
Oh, so that was... you would say you've got a set purpose in this life.
Yes, however, the stupid idiot was doing his magics, and somehow, you know, he spilled something, and I was brought to life, and I quickly realized that I did not want to be a part of this, and I scampered away.
You ran from home?
I escaped.
Oh.
I escaped from a deviant wizard who deserves no respect at all whatsoever. And now I'm here.
So, this wizard, you say he's a deviant. Does that mean he was getting splinters?
Absolutely not, no. He was crying. He was in his chair crying, and I believe during the ruckus he knocked over a potion.
Oh. So he was cleaning at the time, I imagine.
We'll say that. Yes, we'll say that.
Okay, I see. That's very intriguing, dear. I very much I like your hat. I'm not quite a hat wearer. I think hats are the inferior accessory. To me, style isn't about trends, but about aligning one's inner landscape with their outer presentation.
Are you disrespecting my hat?
I think the bowler is so 1920s, darling.
The 1920s? It is the 20s right now, if I'm correct.
Oh,
It is the 20s once again.
See now, darling, you've got some sense. You're speaking sense to me. The cyclical nature of style, the cyclical nature of life, rebirth, being reborn. Just like you are wooden. Life
I was once
out
a
of
tree.
life.
Yes, I agree. I agree. Cyclical, very cyclical.
But now, where was this tree? Do you know? Do you have that consciousness?
If I close my eyes and think back to when I was a tree, I believe I was a tree in Indiana.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Why are you
Alright.
apologizing?
That was I'm sorry. That's just the vitamin pug in me talking. I should chill maybe.
Your hate for Indiana is obvious.
We can move on, darling. It's all right.
Please expound upon your origin, Silas Indigo, you very serious and splendid person.
Well, okay, if you insist, darling. I don't believe that I need any introduction, but I am Silas Indigo, also known as the Oracle of Opulence, the Peacock Prophet, Lord Indigo, I, and the artist formerly known as I. I am 50 years old, and I've been 50 years old for many years. It's the perfect numbered age between 0 and 100. Age is not so much a real tenable thing, but rather part of your identity, and I choose to live immediately between life and death, because I, Silas Indigo, will someday turn 100. Someday I will turn 100, and that is when I will die.
You mean to tell me you know exactly when you will die, and it will be when you are 100?
That is precisely what I am saying, darling. I'm a Virgo, if that means anything to you.
Yes, it's exactly what I was going to say. You are a Virgo. You are a
No,
Virgo.
I am indeed a Virgo. And I have 12 toes. I won't show you them unless you pay me. That's true.
12 toes?
But I'm Silas Indigo, baby. You know who I am? I'm a next level fashion guru and life coach, and you know, that's all there is to it. Style, life well lived doesn't require formal education, and that's how I've lived life. And
It looks like Onyx is also a Virgo.
Onyx is saying, not the Virgo representation. I feel called out. Well, you know, not all of us can be just so interesting like us Virgos.
I must say, I am curious about the toes. What about your fingers?
My fingers are just normal. I bite my fingernails. It's kind of a disgusting and terrible habit of mine.
I wouldn't know. If I bite my fingers, it tastes just like a baseball bat. I don't understand the appeal.
Oh. What is your favorite flavor of baseball bat?
I must say it's probably oak.
Oh. I'm more of a cherry guy myself, but you know. Dog Dude is asking me a question. Hey Silas, what level of education did you complete? My dear child, my dear little doggy, I said it before and I will say it again. A life well lived requires no formal education. I have never stepped foot in the establishment of the like. I don't believe.
In my limited existence, I believe I can read between the lines here. Am I to assume that you applied and were rejected?
We don't need to talk about that. Rejection is just a facet of embracing personal style. Part of my style is that I don't listen when criticized.
That is a choice. That's a very unique choice to make. I understand.
Yeah. Do you? So you said you've been alive for a mere 12 weeks. I presume you
did, 10
haven't had
weeks.
any formal education yourself, but you seem to be very well versed and what's the word I'm looking for?
Wise. I am wise.
You
I
are
would believe
you
I
are
am
indeed
wise.
wise. That is not the word I was looking for, and I don't know if I'll find it. I will maybe be searching for
No, you are
eternity.
definitely thinking wise. You are thinking I am very wise, and you are jealous of how wise I am.
Maybe, well, no. I'm Silas Indigo, baby. I don't get jealous. You should be jealous of me. Look at me.
I am looking and you are jelly. You are so jelly. You are jellying Indigo. You are blue jelly.
Sort of a goop situation, would you say? Is that sort of a goop
A
situation?
big goopy jelly Indigo.
Silas Jelly Indigo. Well, you could also call me many of my other names. Those are the Oracle of Opulence, the Peacock
You are
Prophet,
Lord
Lord
Jelly.
Indigo I, and the artist formerly known as I. Ethan Viz is asking, I'm so sorry, what was CJ's puppet friend's name?
I am Cedar Juniper. Cedar Juniper.
Vitamin Pug, thank you for hosting and thank you for putting that in the chat. I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you, Vitamin Pug. You are a star among men.
Thank you. Okay, so I believe we have properly introduced ourselves. So I believe it is your turn, isn't it? Don't you think, little chap?
Oh, yeah, I guess I do have to still host the show sometimes. Sometimes I'm on the show and I gotta, get the program moving because I can't expect the people in the ring to be doing that. Mighty
I am not
Narwhal,
paid.
thank you. Thank you
I'm
so
not paid
much.
to move things along.
Mighty Narwhal, thank you for taking your vitamins. I'm on the clock, so I can't get any bigger. We can't do any of this right now, so...
He's growling on the inside.
Hey, I would appreciate if you let me speak, you see.
I apologize. I apologize.
Okay, so now that we've done some basic introductions, we are going to allow chat to ask. The way this is going to work is we're going to take turns with each individual guest, and chat is going to get the chance to ask some questions, to all of them being focused on one of our contestants tonight. So, we'll take turns. The first contestant will go, and then after that, we will ask questions to the other. Is there, let's see. Should we flip a coin? What do we think, folks?
I would be more than happy to yield the first questions to my opponent, Silas.
Okay, that works for me. I think that's good enough, you know. So let's first we're going to interview with our friend Silas Indigo. So chat, I would like you to ask questions. To sort of this is what we are calling the cross-examination. So chat, I need you to ask all the questions you would like to Silas, and then after we'll set a timer for, I don't know, let's say 5 or 10 minutes. What do you think about that, guests? Do we want 5 or 10 minutes? 45 hours, says Mom Boy. Hello, Mom Boy. So good to see you. Thank you for the sub, by the way. We'll just do it until we feel satisfied. I think that's a good idea, you say.
Well,
Anyway.
I was going to say 10 minutes, but you told me not to speak.
Oh, yeah, I did tell you to shut up, didn't I? I'm so sorry, Cedar Juniper. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you to your friend CJ Wheelwright for giving your contact info. If you don't, well, fuck, it's time to ask Silas questions, but me personally, Snowbat, I'm kind of curious. How did you, Cedar Juniper, meet CJ Wheelwright?
That is a very good question, and one that I will answer immediately. As I was escaping...
Go ahead, darling.
Oh, thank you. As I was escaping, I was, I am not very big. I actually stand about 2 feet tall. I am about 24 inches tall. And I was scampering along the highway. And as I looked up, I saw headlights coming, and I thought, oh, please, Lord, baby Jesus in the cross, you please help me. And I waved my hands. And I was like, please, please help me stop. Please help me stop. And the truck pulled over, and out came the CJ Wheelwright.
Oh, so is that your guardian of sorts?
Well, she took me to the nearest truck stop. She took me to the nearest truck stop. She gave me $20 and said, "Here's my card, and let me know where you end up." And I did that. I took her $20, and I bought a ticket, a lotto ticket, a $20 lotto ticket, and I won.
Oh, you
big.
spent the whole 20 on the lotto ticket.
I
Is that
thought
what you're saying?
my savior gave me this $20, and I will put it to my future, and I gambled it. I gambled it all away, and I spent the $20 on a lotto scratcher,
Okay.
and I won $5,000.
Oh, you won $5,000. The luck just exudes through your beautiful wooden skin, my darling.
Yes, and then it was amazing to win, and then I was immediately robbed by a lot lizard, like Momboy mentioned. I hope you know what a lot lizard. I was immediately robbed at gunpoint.
I am indeed familiar with a lot lizard. I did a fall collection about lot lizards back in '98.
I would like to see that.
I don't have any of my work publicized on the internet. I'm a very, very interesting and silent person. I just decided that I'm going to show up on this show today.
I understand. Okay, I understand. So I was beaten. I was pistol whipped by a lot lizard. They stole all my money. And then I realized I still had CJ's card. I immediately begged someone to use their phone. I called CJ. She came and got me with just a look of disgust. And but CJ is full of tough love. She said, you can stay with me for now, and you will get a job, and you will watch my children, and you will wash all my dishes.
Oh.
And you will clean all the cat litter.
How is that going?
It's all right. It's a living.
I
a
guess
living.
it's better than your previous situation, correct?
I much prefer the tough love of CJ's household than the deviant ministrations of a loser wizard.
Fuck that loser wizard. I agree.
Okay. Well, that was quite an answer. Thank you so much, Cedar Juniper. Now I'm going to open the floor to questions from chat from Puggy. I mean, from what? For Silas. So please, chat, if you have any deep questions for Silas, he tried his best to answer them, and then we will open the floor up to Cedar. Here we go. Ethan Viz is asking, I have a question for Silas. Does he know how to read?
I don't want to talk about this. Next question.
I'm realizing if Silas can't read, then how the fuck is he gonna read the questions in the chat? That's, we might have to retcon that, I think.
I will assist him. Silas, Neon Sock Media asks, is your gym cut or uncut?
Oh no. My gems are all uncut. And my accent does not stay the same.
I think we are getting to the heart of an issue here with Mr. Indigo.
Mumboy is asking Silas, what is that little butthole on your forehead? Do you mean this, my third eye? Do you mean this, my darling? Is this what you are referring to? It's just sort of a little fun accessory, if you will. And also, I know more than all of you. And that's all stored right here, baby. In my butthole eye. Did someone say raw gems? I believe we said uncut gems. Silas, where does your money
I guess it
come
would be
from?
the same.
Ethan Viz is asking, Silas, where does your money come from? Well, you see, my baby boy, I am a fashion designer. And word of mouth travels fast. And my mouth travels the fastest. So you see, I'm very famous and well-renowned all across this globe for my elegant designs, none of which I ever wear personally. I think that's tacky. You mouth, though. You mouth, though. Who told you that? Who told me what, Amethyst? And what are you implying? Cedar,
I believe the implication here about your uncut gems and fast mouth.
Oh,
It implicates something of your recreational pastimes.
well, I mean that's the digital footprint I have left on this planet. Unfortunately, you know, I was something of a film star back in my day. Yeah, that was in my 20s though. I'm 50, like I said, a perfect age between 0 and 100 when I will die.
Wait a second. You said films.
Yes, indeed.
Films. Do you mean films or do you mean films? Films.
Well, you are only 12 weeks old. How do you know about films? If you know
You are
what
maybe
I'm
10 weeks old, but I am not a square. I will tell you. I have been in CJ's household for 10 weeks, you know.
Mumboy said, ooh, that's where I saw your facial beehole. And my actual beehole, Mumboy. Bing. She wasn't born yesterday. What's your top grossing film? That would be oh man, I can't remember. It was a sequel. It was a sequel. Onyx Void is asking a very interesting question. Can you clarify what you meant by being dominated before? I can.
That's it.
Would
Mighty
you li-
Narwhal, that's
would
it.
you
I knew
like
I
me
knew
to?
it. James stuffs my giant peach. That is where I know you from.
Oh, CJ watching James stuffs my giant peach over at the CJ Wheelwright residency?
Yes, I accidentally clicked on the wrong folder while trying to organize her photos, and it was it was a folder that said peach goop.
Oh! Well, you know, darling, I do love peach goop. I would have clicked on it too. I totally get it. I totally get it. Enemy Mouse is asking, why weren't you in James Stuffs My Giant Peach 3? Behind the scenes drama. Yeah, the third edition of the peach they brought in for the film. It was really a nectarine. And I only work authentic, you know what I'm saying, Ethan Viz? I mean,
No
Enemy
way.
Mouse.
A nectarine in place of a peach, in place of that beautiful, bountiful, perfect peach.
It's fuzzy. The nectarine is not quite as fuzzy as the peach, you see. Wrong stone fruit, a man of dignity. Yeah, I'm very particular. And that's why sometimes they call me the Peacock Prophet. I don't know why that's the specific one, but that's the origin of it.
It must be the alliteration. The particular peacock prophet.
Okay. Well, if there are no further questions, I would love to give my challenger and good friend Cedar Juniper a chance to be asked some questions, and I'd be happy to read some of these to you if you would like me to.
Oh, please, that would be very helpful.
I am Silas Indigo, and I can read.
You can read. You can definitely read so good.
Before the films and before the fashion, I was a reader, baby. I would always read. That's all I would do before I was in the films.
I can tell. I can tell that you are a big reader.
Ethan Viz is saying, hey Silas, since you somehow know how to read, do you also know how to do math? No, that I can't do. 50 and can read, incredible. It's a beautiful journey, Enemy Mouse. You could read about it in my book, 1, 2, 3, ABC by Silas Indigo.
In stores now.
In stores now and forever until I turn 100, and then I will die, and all former visages of me, including my own words, will disappear from this planet. Okay. Snail Bear, let's get this shit going, okay?
From reader to eater of giant peaches, a memoir.
Okay, chat, I would like you to now focus your attention and your energy on Cedar Juniper. Let's get some questions rolling for Cedar Juniper, please. If you wouldn't mind, I asked my own question, which was, you know, how did you meet CJ Wilrow? And I thought that was quite an interesting tale that we got, Cedar Juniper. And I'm fascinated to hear more. I'm admittedly a little bit scared of ventriloquism, so I'm being very brave right now. But to you. Let's give it up for Cedar, and please, chat, if you would ask some thought-provoking questions to this 12-week-old ventriloquist dummy, Cedar Juniper.
I don't understand why you would be scared of a ventriloquist dummy, Mr. Snail Bear.
I
What?
watched a lot of Goosebumps growing up. You see, you ever seen Night of the Living Dummy from the Goosebumps? The R.L. Stein
Absolutely
Goosebumps?
not.
You know, R.L. Stein, he's that guy, he shows up and he goes, I'm R.L. Stein, look at my sex dungeon. And then he goes, beware, you're in for a scare. I'm R.L. Stein and I like to scare children. We're gonna go. It looks like there's some questions coming into the chat for you, Cedar. So let's see what's going on here. The first one I'm seeing here is also I wanted to say thank you, Loch Ness Monster, for saying I'm brave. I appreciate you. Etherviz says, hey Juniper, what's your favorite hentai?
Well, it's a very
Well.
good question. Let me think back. Over my weeks of life. My favorite hentai would probably be some form of a fan-made doujinshi Genshin Impact. I like the Genshin Impact.
You like the Genshin Impact?
Yeah, something about I believe there is a lot of tentacles. I like the tentacles.
Oh, so you're into the very freaky stuff. I think you.
I
should
believe it
familiar
is all
yourself-
subjective.
You should familiarize yourself with my films, darling. I think you'd quite
Oh,
enjoy
believe
them.
me, the folder has not been closed for some time.
Oh, that's such a compliment. Thank you, dear. There's some questions coming in here for you, Cedar. Neonsock Mania would like to ask, what cryptocurrencies are you holding?
Well,
Do you-
currently, my portfolio consists mainly of I have what do they call it? Sheet. I do not carry the Doge. I don't do the Doge.
No
It
Doge.
is fuck, what is it called? I cannot remember. But I know that
Is it shitcoin? Marty Narwhal is saying shitcoin, perhaps.
Shitcoin is not far off. It's not far off, but I do have a portfolio on the Robin Hood because
Okay.
I love the story of Robin Hood, and I know that they stole from the rich to give to the poor, and I thought I will make money on that platform.
And you access this on cellular device, is that correct?
Well, I use the desktop that I am allowed to access.
Oh, when you're watching my films, that's right.
That's right. Yes.
Okay. We've got another question here from Onyx Void. Cedar, are you going to keep the style that your original wizard gave to you, or would you be interested in creating your own style? This is a fascinating and very well thought out question, Onyx.
Well,
Thank
I
you.
suppose I should. What do you think, Lord Indigo? What do you think of my fashion? Do I need a makeover?
Well, darling, elegance is an attitude draped in the poetry of fabric. That's what
What
I've
the
always
fuck
said.
does that
That's what
mean?
I've said in my books. My many, many books that I've written because I'm an author and I know how to write and read and also do a little bit of basic math. The past may inform your taste, but you should never let it dictate your current silhouette. Reinvention is the ultimate chic, so I think you should fucking go for it, darling. Do you? I already expressed that I think your hat is dreadful, but is there any other? Is there what do you think about? What do you think about fashion? Have you been
Well-
wearing this outfit your whole life?
I have been wearing the same outfit my whole life, and I must tell you that my silhouette it lacks. I have a lacking silhouette. I do not have any curves. I am a stick. I'm a wooden stick person.
How is
I'm a wooden stick person with
I
no
mean,
curves.
I'm looking at you from over here, and I think your side profile is quite lovely, actually.
Well, can I put fashion on my face? Because I do not have any tits. I do not have an ass. I don't know.
I thought that you said that the wizard who created you was a deviant. He didn't give you any tits or ass?
I don't think that was his main goal.
Oh, I must have misinterpreted that.
Plus, I don't think that he's very good at carving.
Mom Boy is saying, we can get you tits if you win today, Cedar.
Are you serious? Is that the thing? Can I get tits?
I'm just a guest on this show, just like you, darling. I
Hey,
do not know the
snail.
answer.
Get the snail, Mr. Snail.
Okay,
Mr.
yeah,
Snail.
Mr. Snail, what's going
Can
on,
I get
Snail?
can I get some the titties?
I mean, I'd have to inquire with the producers, but you know, there is a prize. There's prize money. It's very hush hush, but if you want to try to, it looks like in the chat we're seeing Ethan is saying you can absolutely get tits, Juniper. Onyx Void says, I'd be down to donate for that. It looks like, I mean, I think regardless of what happens here tonight, it seems like you might be able to get yourself some tits because there seems to be quite a few people who are interested.
I'm blessed by all you saints in the chat. You don't know how much the tits will mean to me. I am so excited. I will kill this Indigo fucker for tits.
Okay, well,
I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that.
Security.
I didn't mean literally. I will not murder. I won't murder anyone, but I will murder. I will murder for tits. I will murder for tits.
You can't murder, please. We're not gonna do the murder, but you know, people are saying, you know, blood diamond tits, silent murder, definitely tits for tits. There's a lot of support for the tits here, and I'm personally all for whatever bodily autonomy you wish to have. I just thought that wasn't really your thing. But then again, I'm pretty scared of ventriloquist dolls, and I don't know how many sexy ventriloquist dolls there are, except for maybe, you know, Jeff Dunham with the fucking jalapeno.
I don't know who this jalapeno is, but I will smite everyone for tits.
Oh, you look beautiful when you're angry, darling.
Do I? Thank
Yes.
you.
You're positively glowing, dear.
I'm glowing, you say? I cannot see myself.
You are glowing, my darling. You cannot see yourself. Amethyst supports tits.
Everyone supports I'm so blessed. Thank you, chat. This is the best place I've ever been in my whole weeks of life. This is the best place I've ever been. I feel hope. I feel such happiness. Okay, I will calm down. Let me calm.
It's okay, darling. I love seeing you get animated. If you think you're blessed now, okay, chat. We got a little we got a little distracted with the tits talk. Does anybody else have any questions that they would like to ask my good friend, Miss Juniper?
I got clearance from the producers. They said that we can give up prize titties instead of the prize money. We could do prize titties.
Does that apply to me as well?
I mean, we could check in with the producers again, but that was kind of a tough conversation. I don't think I'm ready to do it again, really.
It is only fair that Lord Indigo also gets the tits. The gift of tits is for everyone. Exactly. Look at him. Look at this specimen.
I think some titties could do me well. Anyway.
Equality. Thank you, Amethyst.
Equality.
We're getting a question here from Ethan Viz in the chat. Ethan Viz is saying, Cedar, do you hear thoughts in your own voice or in your ventriloquist's voice? Well, that's a very good question. Oh, I guess that's coming from Mighty Narwhal, actually. Ethan Viz is quoting Mighty Narwhal's question. Thank you. Thank you, Ethan. Appreciate it.
Well, I've never stopped to think about it that much, but if I had to stop and listen to my inner monologue, it sounds something like this. Eat their souls! Eat their souls! But, I don't let that keep me back. I don't let it hold me down. I just ignore it for the most part.
Darling, the more I learn about you, the more I'm thinking it's a pity that we are pitted against each other tonight, because I think you and I could really make some things happen in this planet.
The possibilities are endless, I'm sure.
It looks like we're getting some more questions here. Snail!
We're getting a question here from Mumboy. It says, Cedar, do you eat? Have you tasted peaches? That's a good question. I've tasted peaches myself. I love the goopy flesh. It's very tasty. Cedar, have you tasted things? Do you eat? Do you have to get sustenance?
I can eat, but it is a messy affair, let me tell you. I do not have any tastes or senses, really. I don't have very many senses. I can determine temperature, cold and hot, and things of like that nature. But as far as like wet or dry or sweet or salty, I cannot distinguish these things. But I can try to eat. I mean, I put things in my mouth and I go, hum,
You can munch.
I can munch, hum.
Are you putting things in your mouth often, Cedar?
It is fun. I don't know if you know, but a ventriloquist dummy is not that far off from a nutcracker.
Oh, this is a very good point. I have starred in the Nutcracker for 27 consecutive years at my local ballet.
That is very impressive.
I was the Nutcracker, if you must know.
I had no doubts whatsoever that you would be the Nutcracker.
It looks like Momboy would like to know, how do you feel about moths? This is a good question. You are made of wood. How do you feel about moths?
Well, as you know, as everyone in chat is undoubtedly aware, that Cedar has insect repellent properties. So bugs do not really like me.
Oh.
If you look back in history, those old houses, they would have a dedicated cedar closet for their prized possession, like the fur coats and such, because it would repel the moths.
Is that dead ass? Is that fact? Are you telling me the truth?
Yes, it is factual.
Wow. Thank you for teaching me something tonight, Cedar.
You're very welcome.
I genuinely did not know that. Okay. Indigo was also in a film called The Nutcracker. Yeah, and the three of the sequels as well as that. Chat, does anyone have any further questions for our contestant, Miss Cedar Juniper? Why am I doing your job?
I don't know. Can you stop stepping on my fucking shell, buddy? I'm gonna need to issue you a warning, Mr. fucking Lord Indigo, you little bastard. I'm gonna get pissed. You're gonna piss me off. I'm getting paid to do this shit, and you're just fucking doing it all for me. I'm over here, you see.
Holy shit, this snail bear is going off the rails. What are you doing?
I just want to do my job. I'm good at doing my job. So let me do my fucking job, you see.
Okay, I guess that's a good point.
Oh my god, Jesus.
I don't know why I turned Russian there. Snail bear crash out. I don't. Where'd the
Everyone
voice go?
becomes a little Russian when they have aggression.
I'm sorry. I'm working on it, okay? You see? Can someone get snail bear or water? So, yeah, could somebody go grab me a root beer, please? I would love a root beer, please. Oh. It looks like we're getting a question here from Enemy Mouse. On that point, how long did Cedar spend in Russia? Yeah, you've got a bit of an accent. Let's see, hey, Cedar, how long were you in Russia? If considering we kind of have, I mean, like we've got a sort of timeline of how long you've been around. You know, you said you're 12 weeks. So how many of those weeks were you in Russia?
I have never been to Russia. I've never been to Russia.
What?
I don't know why you would assume that I have ever been to Russia.
Well, I didn't do it. It was Enemy Mouse asking about that.
Why would you think I have been to Russia, you little snail bear?
Hey,
what is a snail bear?
Hey, I'm just trying to do my fucking job here, okay? Hey! Puggy, where the fuck are you? You said that I could host the show and didn't think that you'd be fucking disappeared the entire time. Puggy, I wish you would fucking...
I thought you said that this was your job and that you needed to do your job,
yeah,
Mr.
Okay,
Snail
well,
Bear.
I'm not the executive producer. I just host the fucking thing. Do you expect Ryan Seacrest to know all the fucking production details of American Idol? I don't know what you're fucking talking about, Juniper.
I know would not
give me a little bit of credence here because I'm doing my best and I'm just a snail bear. I'm a snail who's a bear and also I'm mostly just a snail and I don't want to talk about that. But you know, that's...
Oh, now the snail bear is going to cry. You told me that you hated ventriloquist dummies and that you fear me and then you yell at the guests. Oh.
I'm just scared of you, that's all. I'm just glad there's a gate between us, you know? You see?
There's a gate between us now, but the show will not last indefinitely.
Oh, fuck. What do you know? Are we getting cancelled? Is Enter the OCtagon getting cancelled on episode 2?
I mean, this episode shall end, and I will exit the OCtagon at some point.
Well, for now, you've only entered the OCtagon, so... if you've really never been to Russia, then I guess we could just fucking move on, you know?
Show's cancelled because Cedar is going to kill everyone on the show.
Yeah. Check in for the new after show called Exit the OCtagon. It's sort of a Talking Dead situation. It's the after show. We talk about what happened.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I don't host that one. Chris Hardwick hosts that one.
Lord. I apologize for my former aggression to the snail bear, everyone. I've only been alive for 10 weeks. It is hard for me to set aside my feelings in this setting when someone is so blatantly repulsed by my existence.
I'm not repulsed, I am just scared. There is a difference between disgust and fear. Those things can manifest themselves sometimes very similarly, but I would like to let you know I am simply terrified. Anyway,
I shall endeavor to avoid eye contact with the snail bear, and when I do exit the OCtagon, I shall do so in a peaceful manner.
Well, yeah, I would expect so, because you want those titties, I think. Anyway, we've got another question here from Mumboy. Mumboy is asking the question, Cedar, what is the best day you've had so far? Oh, this is a nice one. What's the best day you've had on this planet so far, Cedar?
I believe the best day that I've had on this planet was probably the day that I saw a fox outside. I saw a fox in the yard,
Oh.
and it bounced around, and I saw it dig up a mole, and it just tore into the mole, like, and shook it back and forth. And I thought, this wild animal really knows who it is.
It's good to be realized.
Look, this monster here has said, Snail Bear, picture Cedar naked, then you won't be scared. I mean, I guess that does help a little bit. Am I supposed to be picturing her with or without the tits?
I believe that would have a lot of bearing on the results of that visualization.
Okay, I believe we've spent quite enough time here. I think that it might be time to move on to the meat and potatoes of Enter the Octagon. I'm going to go ahead and we are going to send it over to correspondent and trial master Scrolls Royce. Everybody, let's show some love for Scrolls Royce. I need to put CJ Wheelwright. Cedar Juniper's friend CJ Wheelwright. I need to do something with an audio source. But here's Scrolls Royce.
Hello. I'm Scrolls Royce, and I am the trial master. Vitamin Pug is working on getting the Discord audio into this scene so you can still hear me and also hear our guest. Okay. I am Scrolls Royce, and I am here, and my purpose is to explain the different trials when we spin the wheel. So, here on this show, the last time we had 6 different trials, and this time we've only got 5. But chat, that there's a good explanation for this, and that would be that we will be doing the Trial of Talent at the finale of the show. The Trial of Talent is now going to be one of the permanent fixtures of Enter the Octagon. So, without any further ado, chat, would you like us to spin the wheel? Do we want to spin the wheel, chat? Okay. Here we go. Let's find out what our first trial will be for the night.
I'm so excited.
We have landed on the Trial of Scavenge. Trial of Scavenge.
I am so glad I have prepared for a lot of these things.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Trial of Scavenge. Let me pull up my
This
I'm
scroll
going
needs to reference this other scroll.
This scroll needs to check his scroll notes, yes. So Ethan Viz is asking, what does that mean? Well, if it would allow me to do my job, Ethan Viz, I could explain it to you in just a moment. So, the Trial of Scavenge is going to be a contest where the contestants will be tasked with finding an item within their domain to defend or explain. The goal is to explain the significance of these items to these individuals, or defend your decision for picking that item. We will be we are going to find an item that matters to these characters, and the characters will elaborate on what this item means to them. So, we are going to set a timer for 2 minutes, and the characters will have those 2 minutes to go retrieve an item from within their domain. Once they return with those items, they will defend their item or explain the significance, and they will get a couple of minutes to explain. So,
I completely understand the rules, Mr. Scrolls Royce. You are doing a fine job.
do you get it? Does that make sense? Chat, are you getting it? We're going to go and find some items to then explain the significance of.
And that is it? We don't have to do anything with the items?
We will show them off. It's sort of a show and tell. Okay. So, we don't have... the producers have neglected to make a Be Right Back screen. So, I'm going to send it over to the intro screen. And we will return in just a moment with those items. Are you ready, contestants?
I am ready.
am
will
ready.
you be able to hear us while we are searching?
No. I mean no.
Thank you, Mr. Scrolls Royce.
Okay, we will start the searching now. I'm getting word from the producers, and also because I can see into the ring, our contestants have returned. Well, I'm back. I have found the meaningful item to me.
I have searched through all of CJ's belongings, and I have found something I think will work nicely.
Okay. Would you like to go first, darling, or would you like me to?
I believe you should go first.
Okay. Well, you know, I'm going to try to keep composure while I explain this, but this is a shirt. This is a shirt that I have purchased. Now, chat, when you see this shirt, does it remind you of the little tiny drinking cups from the 90s? Because that's precisely what I thought. And that was the beginning of my budding journey into fashion. You see, this is the shirt that did it all for me. It's immaculate. We've got little tiny pink buttons. When I saw this shirt, the colors enveloped me. And I knew this was my calling. I am Silas Indigo. And I can reinvent myself in any way. True confidence is the most timeless accessory you can wear. And I found my confidence and found my calling with this shirt. This shirt designed by Wrangler. And that will conclude my time. Thank you.
I love that shirt. It is a very nice shirt. I like it a lot.
Thank you. It really means the whole world to me.
The pink buttons are a very nice touch.
It sort of acts as a blankie now. I don't really use it. I don't really wear it. Sometimes the most daring statement is the quiet confidence of knowing exactly who you are, regardless of what you wear, you know?
I suppose. I cannot say I'm familiar with the Wrangler.
Oh, no?
Is this a person? Do they wrangle things?
We have never met, unfortunately.
It is a good name, Wrangler. It rhymes with strangler.
Oh, this is true. You are very, very wise. Has anyone ever told you that?
I did. I said that earlier. I said I am wise.
You said it to yourself. Oh, yes. How could I be so foolish?
And you mentioned the cup?
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Producers, if we could pull up what he is referring to. I mean, what I am referring to. You don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
I am only 10 weeks old. I know not of a 90s cup.
Producers are gonna get it on the screen. Producers are getting it on the screen. Producers are working on it.
How
This is
many
the cup.
producers are here?
There's a handful, five, six odd producers.
Oh,
Chad,
that is
do
a
you
very
remember
nice
this
cup.
Chad, do you remember this cup? Ah, the classic cup. Now, do you see what I'm talking about?
I
This
have
is
not
that
seen
cup.
this cup, but it does remind me of a show that I have watched with CJ, Saved by the Bell.
Oh. A woman of culture, that CJ Will, right?
He particularly likes the episode where the curly-haired one freaks out about her addiction to caffeine.
I'm quite a fan myself.
I believe it goes, I'm so excited! I'm so excited.
Oh, man. Okay, thank you very much, Silas. I would like to present the floor to Cedar Juniper. Now, Cedar, what have you to present us?
Well, I searched all through CJ's belongings, and in a bureau in the den, I found this. Let me remove it from its packaging.
Darling, I don't know what I'm looking at. What? Oh,
You will see
wow.
the visage of a snail.
Oh my god, it's me!
I found this snail, and I believe the significance is that,
Now, is that made of soap?
oh, it is a plastic.
Thank you.
It is a plastic snail, and it reminded me of our host, Mr. Snail Bear. And I thought
I bet
it
you
would
feel
work.
like a real asshole now, don't you?
Yeah, I'm a fucking dick. I'm so sorry, Cedar. We can be friends. You don't need to kill everybody and do all the murder and stuff like you were saying. We'll get you some tits. We can be friends. I'll try to fight my phobia. Maybe we can watch Goosebumps together or something. I don't know.
I would very much like to watch this Goosebumps you speak of, where there is a dummy like me, you know, and I will not try to murder anyone while I am here. I will not murder the snail. I won't murder the snail.
Don't do that. No, don't do that.
I will not do this to the
Oh
real
my god,
snail.
what are you doing? What are you doing?
I said what? I don't understand. I said I won't do that. I won't do that to the real snail. I was just...
You were doing it to that one.
Well, it is not a real snail. I was showing you the exact opposite of what I intend to do to you. Is this not how people express themselves?
Does that make you feel any better?
I like the part in the Goosebumps theme where the dog goes bark, 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 bark.
I thought that if you could imagine me doing it to someone else, then it would be like a catharsis, where you would no longer need to feel the fear because it already passed.
I sort of got a phantom pain. Also, thank you, Neon Sock Media, for the TTS. I like the part in the Goosebumps theme song where the dog goes bark, 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 bark. Bark, 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 bark. I guess we can just move on from that. I don't much care to see what you won't do to me. Oh god, I'm picturing you naked again.
Eyes up here, snail boy.
What? But you don't have...
Sit boy, you snail bear, sit boy.
Okay. Anyway, CJ, thank you for sharing your snail. Now, I'm gonna pass it over to Scrolls because I mean, thank you for that, Neosock Media. I'm sorry for stepping on your toes, just like I've had my toes stepped on. I've stepped all over Scrolls Royce's tail. What? You know what I'm saying. Anyway, we're gonna send it over to Scrolls. I couldn't help myself. The snail, it just felt very, very personal. I really had to jump in there for a second.
Pipe down. Yes, pipe down, Snail Bear. It's okay. We'll share a pint after the show, dear chap. Anyway, this concludes the trial of Scavenge. We'll be running a poll in the chat. This is not determining the winner of the OCtagon. This is simply just a little poll. We're just gonna run a little poll.
That's what she said. That's a joke.
Wow, when did you learn that that's what she said joke, Cedar?
CJ says it all the time. It's like the first hour. It was within the first hour. I believe there's the poll.
The producers have put up the poll. Who wins the trial of scavenge? It is a 1-minute poll.
It looks like we are currently tied, my darling. Now, I'm almost at this point, I want you to get your tits. I don't need the tits like you do.
Well, I believe that everyone is deserving of the tits that they desire. So, good luck to you, my friend.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, darling. Mighty Narwhal is asking how much to see all 12 toes. I'm wearing socks, baby. I'm wearing socks.
Are they toe socks?
They don't make 12-toe socks. Oh,
I feel like
well.
that should be your next fashion endeavor. I won!
Well, it looks like when the results of the poll are in, Cedar Juniper has won the trial of scavenge. Congratulations, Cedar.
Thank you. I won the poll. I won it. I won the poll. I won the poll.
I'm trying my hardest, Cedar, but you're making it really tough for me. I gotta be honest. You're making it really, really tough for me.
Let's get so excited.
It's a little bit E.T. though, and I do love that film.
I have come down. It's all right. Thank you for your votes. Although it does not mean I am the winner, I gratefully accept the win of the trial of scavenge. Thank you, chatters. I appreciate it. Thank you, Silas.
Cedar, my darling. Oh, of course.
I loved your shirt.
Thank you. It is quite a piece of cloth, and that is what you call a truly astonishing outfit. A piece.
It was a piece of cloth. A total piece. Yes.
Loch Ness Monster is asking you, are you cursed? Are you a cursed dummy? Also, is dummy the correct term?
I have grappled with this question myself. I don't like labels. I mean, if you see me as a dummy, who am I to tell you that I am not a dummy? I myself do not define myself by dummy. Okay. I see myself more as wheel.
Wheel? You're a wheel?
I'm still learning. I will not label myself.
Darling,
I am
all we do on this planet is learn. We just keep learning. Anyway.
Okay. Thank you very much. We're back to you,
I
Scrolls.
I'm comfortable with personal questions.
We are going to send it back to Scrolls Roars, who will explain. Or we're gonna have to go spin the wheel again. You know, that's how this goes.
Okay. Well, we have returned back to the wheel. Now, as you can see, we have removed the trial of scavenge off of the wheel. Chat, are we ready to see what the second trial of the night will be?
Piece of cloth added to the quotes.
I do believe indeed he did say piece of cloth. All right, chat. Let's find out what will be our second trial. Oh, and at the very last second, it ekes out to the trial of trust. It's the trial of trust, everybody. We saw it last time here on Enter the OCtagon, and it will be returning here tonight. If you will allow me to explain, the trial of trust. Contestants will each take turns delivering an improvised motivational speech. Chat will provide topics for these motivational speeches. So we're looking for prompts like how to conquer your fear of spiders, or perhaps ventriloquist dummies if you were snail bear. Or the secret to becoming a professional ice cream taster. Those are some good ideas, but we're gonna look for your suggestions, chat. And we will have both contestants deliver an improvised speech about your prompts. So, chat, please, if you would, if you've got an idea for something that somebody could give a motivational speech about. The characters will be encouraged to use dramatic pauses, over-the-top enthusiasm, maybe some analogies. Each character will take turns delivering their speech, and then after the first character finishes, the second character will follow promptly after. Okay. So, I am going to go ahead and send it over to our OCtagon, and our contestants will peruse and see if there is a suitable prompt for them. I am seeing in the chat here, Onyx Void has said, embracing your inner weirdo while being different is awesome. What do you think about that one, Cedar?
Well, I do understand why being weird is awesome. I do know this.
You are familiar with this topic. You feel good about delivering a speech on this one.
Although, how to see things through another perspective, specifically your butthole eye, seems very interesting as well.
Oh, do you have a butthole eye?
I don't know. I cannot see.
Oh, you're blind? Canonically?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
I can sense things magically. Like I see the visions in my head, but can I, look with my eyeballs? My eyeballs are made out of glass.
Dog Dude is coming in and saying, just go back. Who is winning? So far, CJ has won the trial of scavenge. I mean, not CJ. Well, CJ.
Well, I
guess
suppose you could
CJ
also
does
call
work.
me CJ.
You could call you CJ because you are indeed Cedar Juniper. Okay. What we're going to do here is we're going to run a poll, okay? We're going to run another poll, and you guys will vote on which speech you would like to see.
The producers are working extra hard on this episode.
There's a poll up in the chat. It didn't quite fit the whole thing, but the two options are going to be embracing your inner weirdo or butthole eye. How to see things through another perspective, specifically your butthole eye, is what Marty said. Excuse me.
It appears butthole eye is pulling ahead.
It does appear that way. I see. I can see all. I can see all. I can see all
I believe
holes.
I believe through my limited weeks of life that I have encountered a butthole-eye creature in a hentai. It is a yokai.
Oh,
There's a yokai, a Japanese mythical creature from folklore that runs
darling.
around, scaring people, bending over and staring at them with their butthole eye.
And I'm sorry, you said you're blind about 1 minute ago. How are you watching this?
Well, I can see magically. I just cannot see through my eyeballs.
Oh, you'll have to teach me that. Do you
I
know how to
will
teach it to
try.
me?
I would assume it has something to do with wood. Perhaps the type of wood.
Maybe I
Perhaps
need to
if
get some
you
wood.
inserted some cedar into your body, you would be able to perform magical sight.
Well, darling, we know both of us have seen the films. Anyway,
Pardon.
it would appear. That is not the correct voice. I'm sorry, I swallowed snail bear for a second there.
Holy shit! Spit him out! Spit out the snail bear. We have come to an agreement, and I no longer hate him. You cannot eat the snail bear.
I'm sorry, I got a little hungry. I got a little hungry is all. Okay, we have come to a conclusion of who whose
Let me
speech.
out of this stomach. Let me out of this scroll. I can't breathe in here.
Now, who the fuck was that?
Okay, okay. So we're gonna do some improvised motivational speeches with the topic how to see things through another perspective, specifically your butthole eye. And because Cedar Juniper was the victor of the last trial, Cedar Juniper will go first for the trial of trust. Over to you, Cedar.
Well,
I'm
let me
waiting,
take
darling.
a moment. I need just a second to gather my thoughts. If I were to put into words how one sees through their butthole, I would have to say, first, you disassociate from your physical body through meditation.
Okay.
So find a quiet place and sit upon the floor or the ground, preferably a grassy knoll.
Oh, a grassy
Ground
knoll, you
yourself.
say?
Yes.
Do you know of any good grassy knolls anywhere?
I believe there's a particularly pleasant one in Dallas, Texas. But moving on,
Please continue, darling.
you will meditate and ground yourself and disassociate from your physical body. And you should ponder what it would feel like to be a cloud just floating along
Okay.
and observing the world below.
Okay. Are you gonna? Where's the butthole eye factor into this?
We're getting to the butthole.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And now that
I'm
you are,
so excited about the butthole.
and now that your mind is clear and you feel like a cloud outside of your body, you will stand up and bend over and expose your rectum to the sky.
Oh, sorry. You didn't mean me now.
Well, I guess practice is needed for this type of activity.
Excuse me.
So
Sorry.
you will meditate on a grassy knoll. You will bend down and grab your ankles and expose your rectum to the sky. In your head, you are a cloud floating above, and with great concentration and force of will, you will be able to see things from a different perspective with your butthole eye.
Oh. Sort of a sunning situation, yeah? Is that correct?
Exactly.
Ah.
You will, the photosynthesis also helps.
Cedar, my love. CJ Wheelwright has taught you well. I see. I see.
Although I believe my approach might be hard to transfer over to your fleshy human bodies, as I am made of wood, photosynthesis is a little bit easier for me, but I feel like you could probably achieve this by eating a lot of chlorophyll. Also,
Oh, okay. I see. Eating a lot of chlorophyll, eh?
exactly.
I wish I could
In
photosynthesize. Can you teach me how to photosynthesize, darling?
To be able to photosynthesize, okay, so you look down on the grassy knoll and you will see all the green grass around you. And guess what? Why it is green? It is full of chlorophyll. So you just grab handfuls of the chlorophyll-filled grass and you will shove it in your Glock. And
Right down the Gluck,
then
I see.
right in the Glock. And all of that excess chlorophyll will absorb the sunlight into your body. And your butthole eye will burst open with knowledge and wisdom.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that, Cedar Juniper. That was beautiful and lovely, and I think...
I feel like I have gained the trust of everyone with that speech.
Chat, how do we feel about Cedar Juniper's approach? Ethan Viz says, I love it when buttholes burst. Oh, you should check out my films, my friend. You should all check out my films.
Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis.
Thank you, Marty.
Photosynthesis. Say it 3 times and your butthole eye will open. Thank you, Cedar Juniper.
Thank you, Marty. That's well enough, okay?
Thank you, Cedar Juniper. Thank you so much, Cedar Juniper. Now it will be Silas Indigo's turn to go. Once again, the prompt is how to see things through another perspective, specifically your butthole eye. Silas, the floor is yours. Well, you see, my dear darlings, when taking in anything in this world, the enigma of life is not to be solved, but to be worn with grace and a touch of daring. So, seeing things through a different perspective is all about reinvention. You've seen me reinvent myself several times here tonight on this program. I've gone glasses on, I've gone glasses off, I've gone zipper up, I've gone zipper down, we've gone titties out, we've gone titties in. Cedar Juniper wants to get new titties. We're all trying to reinvent ourselves. The titties, the butthole, those things work in tandem, you see. Elegance is an attitude draped in the poetry of fabric. I said it before, I'll say it again. That is part of my life's essence, and in order to see the new things you need to do in your life, you need to observe the past, observe yourself within yourself, and treat your life like it is a cloth. The threads of your life, like the finest silk, deserve to be woven with intention and care. And you know, it's really about, you know, Crocs were so 2000s for such a long time. But now everybody in their right minds, we're all wearing Crocs now because they're comfortable and we value that comfort. Seeing things through different perspectives, and everything will cycle and everything will change and it will all return back to us inside our hearts like all of the pieces of cloth that we have. That will be my conclusion. Thank you. Well, that was something, I guess. Thank you for your impassioned plea. Producers will be running a poll shortly. Producers will be running a poll to determine who will be the winner of the trial of trust. Chat, the poll is live. Let us unpin this message so that we can view the poll. Who wins the trial of trust? Please vote in the poll. As 1 minute is a very fast poll. We will determine who will win the second trial, the trial of trust. I wish you. I very much enjoyed what you had to say, my darling Cedar Juniper. I think that you are quite wise, and I don't know if anybody's ever told you that, but I think you are quite wise.
I've said that many times before. I've told myself wise. I must, however, confess I have no recollection of what I just said. At all.
Yeah, I mean, that's sometimes how it goes, you know. You flow with the moment. You let it flow. Wow, look at that. Would you look at that? Well, it would appear that we have reached a consensus, and that consensus is no consensus. This is a tie. We have tied on the trial of trust, so now the score is 1-0 to 1. I guess. I guess that's how that works.
I believe so. I don't understand how competitions work, really. I'm just here for fun and for the tits. And I suppose the tie is... I agree with this tie. Silas, you had a lot of soulful wisdom to impart. You are wise, too. You are wise, too, my friend.
Thank you. I feel like I need to learn something every single day. Otherwise, what is the point of being on this blue ball? You know?
I often ask myself, what is the point of blue balls, too?
Oh, yeah. What is the point of blue balls? All right, then. I believe that concludes our trials. Our spun trials, that is, because now it is time... Where the fuck is it?
It's time?
Where is it? It's not showing. Oh, there it is. Where is it? Loch Ness Mobster says, I haven't seen Snail Bear since Scrolls ate him. Well, actually, this is part of the show where I am the host for just a little bit.
He's been keeping me under his tongue. He just spat me out. You couldn't see it, but he just did.
Oh, pipe down, Pipsqueak. Pipe down, Pipsqueak. Did you hear me? Pipe down, Pipsqueak. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and all of those in between, we are going to move on to the trial of talent.
Can you explain what that trial entails?
So this is sort of a free-form exercise, my good friend Cedar. The contestants will have the floor to showcase an ability or a talent. This includes, but is not limited to, performance art. So that could be, singing, dancing, acting, comedy. We could do some creative arts if you would like to do some drawing or painting. We could do. You could display a skill or a trick.
Perhaps Silas could reenact some James and get his peach stuffed. maybe a scene from the sequel.
I believe that would violate TOS.
Yeah, it's pretty dirty.
So, as I was saying, it could be skills, it could be tricks, it could be physical feats. The floor is really yours, and the time is what you make of it. It would violate toes. I don't think the toes mind. Well, Indigo knows something about toes. I do have 12 of them. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pass it on over to the contestants. Would either of you prefer to perform first? I will,
I'll
if
leave
you
that
would
up
like
to you,
me
my
to.
good sir.
You know, I think I will take this one. I think that I am going. I need to explain that, you know, this talent comes from a place deep inside me. As you know, I'm a man of many, many talents, a man of many nicknames, a man who is 50 years old between 0 and 100 when I will die. And that is to say that I plan on learning from the best of the best. And that includes every aspect of life, and that includes showing praise. So, as someone who is an appreciator of the arts, I have learned that there is a lot of power in applause. And you know, when I heard the more applause, the better the thing, you know, as the greats have said, you know, Aristotle, Confucius, Lee Harvey Oswald, um, um, Ethan Viz, all of those four people said all this, and I've learned that in order to properly show my respect for another individual and to build up that inner confidence in them, I was going to need to learn how to clap faster than I currently was able to. Because you know, when you clap, there's some space in between the hands when you are doing the clap. And I needed to figure out how I can maximize and minimize the distance of the clap to make it clap fast. I needed to clap faster to build people up a lot quicker. So I spent many years and I was studying under Kent French. And if you know Kent French, you'll know he holds the world record for fastest clapper. He's the fastest clapper on this planet. So of course I had to seek him out. He was going to be the one to teach me how I could build up a lot of people. So, if you would like me to demonstrate, this is my talent, and I hope it makes you all feel something. I will be demonstrating fast clapping. Let me prepare, hold on. Are you ready, chat? Chat, are you ready? Chat, are you ready? Maybe I should get some music on for this. Should we do this? Should I get some music?
I feel like music would be perfect to highlight your talent, my friend.
All right. Here we go. Are you ready?
This is very intense. Holy shit. I cannot believe the speed.
Thank you.
I felt the draft. I felt the draft from here. I was nearly blown away by the power.
That one was for you, Kent. Well, that was certainly something. Thank you? Oh, you're very welcome, my handsome scroll friend.
Now, can you tell me a little bit about your technique before we move on?
Would you well, do you have an interest in the art of building others up through applause?
I find myself eerily fascinated by this talent. Could you do it in slow motion so I may observe you better?
Okay. I could walk you through it if you would like. So, what it comes down to is you are sort of off-axis, alternating, clapping the palm. And then if you think about combining that motion with rubbing your hands together, you then...
I cannot do it. It is too hard. It is too hard. I cannot do it. You are a master. Now you're just rubbing your talent in my face, my friend. You are too good at the clapping.
They don't call me the clap for nothing.
And if memory serves, you are very adept at clapping in many other situations, my friend.
I see you've seen that one.
I love how we keep getting more glimpses of your backstory.
Okay. I believe that will conclude your turn. Is that correct, Silas? That is indeed correct. Okay. Then it will be Cedar Juniper's turn. Cedar, what have you prepared for us today?
I must admit I am a little bit nervous to share my talent. I have been honing it desperately since I knew I would be on this show 3 hours ago. But I hope that it will satisfy and live up to my competition's talent. Okay, here we go. 1 second. Okay. I seem to be moving against my will. The producers have great magic.
The producers would like you to be fully visible for you to display this talent. There
My
you
nerves
go.
just shot up. Oh my lord. I feel additionally stiffer than my normal Cedar-like constitution normally is. Alright, okay. 1 second. I've got to hype myself
You've got
up.
this, darling. I believe in you.
Silas, help me get hyped. Help me get hyped, Silas.
I'll rub your back. I'm rubbing your back.
I feel it with my magical wooden senses. All right, here we go. Hey! Okay, here we go. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Oh,
Hello, my name is Little Juniper. Hello, my name is Little Juniper.
a ventriloquist dummy.
I love being here at the express invitation of the Vitamin Pug. He specially invited me to come, and he especially told me that the sock people in the chat would be especially jealous of my invitation.
He told me that too.
Apparently, this invitation is very hard to get, and I've only been alive for 10 weeks, and I'm already here.
Wait, I've got a question. What is your name?
My name is Little Juniper. They call me LJ. Little J. They call me Little J in the hood.
They call you Little J in the hood?
That's right.
Is it sort of a leprechaun in the hood type beat?
Perhaps I don't know what the leprechaun is. I'm only 10 weeks old.
Oh, so you came 2 weeks after Big Juniper.
That's right. My Big Juniper, my creator, Big Juniper, is 10 weeks old, and I am actually only a few hours old.
You're only
I know
a few
nothing of
hours
this world.
old?
I know nothing of this world.
We've been on the show for a few hours. Were you born at the beginning?
Exactly. That's exactly right. Cedar Juniper literally pulled me from her butthole eye.
Oh, wow. Oh, right out of the butthole eye. It seems that we have learned quite a bit over the course of the last couple of
Apparently,
hours.
when a magical dummy consumes copious amounts of chlorophyll, they poop out another dummy.
Wow, I'm learning so much about butthole eyes and chlorophyll tonight. Serves me right, I think.
Who is this Ginny from the Block, Loch Ness Monster? I don't know who Ginny from the Block is.
Well, that you are only several hours old. That's true, isn't it?
I don't even know who you are. Who are you, sir?
Well, me? I am
I've been in
Silas
the butthole eye.
Indigo.
Like taco flavored cheesies.
Oh, you managed to see that episode of South Park in the last hour.
No, I'm just reading the chat. I don't understand. I don't understand what it means, but it looked silly, so I said it. Taco burrito, toquito.
Taco, burrito.
Well, thank you for introducing us to Little Juniper today, Cedar. This has been lovely. She seems like quite a stunning young little lady.
Thank you. And I am especially excited for my creator to get her much desired titties.
Oh. Yeah. I agree.
I'm only a few hours old, but I know the value that all human beings place on titties.
Well. If that ain't the truest shit I've ever heard. Thank you, Cedar Juniper. Is that all you've got? Is there anything Little Juniper would like to elaborate on further?
I just want to say that I love everyone, and I am not cursed, and I don't desire the death of the snail bear at all.
Well, I think that the little one is kind of fun, actually. I'm a little scared of the big one still, but that little one is it's little. It's like me. I'm little. I'm a little guy. I'm snail bear. I'm a little guy. I only get bigger when you give me the vitamins.
My creator especially told me not to frighten the snail bear.
Thank you. Thank you, Cedar.
I try really hard not to frighten you, my snail bear friend.
I would greatly appreciate that. That's very, very kind of you.
Right, I'm going to go back into the butthole eye. Thank you.
And back into the butthole eye, Cedar went. Chat, how was that trial of talent? The producers are telling me we're setting up a poll as we speak. We're setting up this poll to decide who will be the winner. The trial of talent.
I got to say that it feels very good to be over with that. Yeah, I was so nervous. I was trembling. I don't know if you could hear me creaking, but I was creaking.
Oh, you were creaking.
Oh no! Oh no! Do not look behind the curtain. Don't look
My
behind the
immersion!
curtain. I was so nervous. I knocked over the fourth wall.
Everybody, if you could please go ahead and vote in the poll. Thank you so much, Scrolls Royce, for being the trial master. Thank you for explaining the rules and being a very consistent and likable character here on Enter the Octagon.
Well, I do not know what that means, but...
It simply means that everyone loves the scroll so much.
Thank you all for your time today. That will conclude my portion of Enter the Octagon. Thank you so much. Thank you to Vitamin Pug for giving me this role. Thank you so much to CJ Wheelwright for introducing us to our guest today, Cedar Juniper. And we will see who wins the Trial of Talent momentarily. After this, we will move to our closing statements.
Before the scroll leaves, I wanted to say that I especially feel connected to you, my friend, as we are both wood-based products, and I feel like you are representing our kind very well.
Well, thank you, darling. I think you're quite lovely too, and it's great to be amongst others made of wood for once.
I agree.
And it looks like at the result of our Trial of Talent, the poll has concluded Cedar Juniper has taken away the Trial of Talent. Therefore, Cedar Juniper has 2 trials under their belt. We didn't ask pronouns, I'm so sorry. Cedar Juniper has now 2 wins and as well as a tie for the 3rd trial. Thank you all for tuning in to Enter the Octagon. I will see you on the next episode. Scrolls Royce out.
Goodbye, Scrolls.
Thank you, Scrolls. Thank you.
I believe I have a little bit of a termite problem. I apologize.
The mighty narwhal asks how many toes I have. I won't answer that kind of question, you disgusting pervert. Wow. He's not mincing words there.
That was very direct and not confusing at all.
It was very, very, very direct.
Okay, so we have reached our conclusion of the show, everyone. Now, we are going to set up one final poll, and this is the one that counts, everybody. We're going to ask the question, who wins this episode of Enter the Octagon? This one's for all the marbles, everybody, so pick your votes pick your votes carefully.
This vote is for all the titties.
This is the one for the titties, yes, exactly.
I can honestly say I did not expect this show to go in this direction at all.
I don't know why you didn't expect that, Cedar Juniper. I mean, I guess you wouldn't really have the context, but I believe you do know that CJ Wheelwright made the sit boy alert.
It is true that CJ is absolutely a very learned person about several topics that are adjacent to that type of thing, I'm sure.
This is if they tie, do they The mighty narwhal is asking, if they tie, do they share a tit each? I believe that is true. Or maybe it's a total recall situation and we both get 3.
What is total recall? And
You're
are
not
3 titties an option?
Are you're not familiar with total recall?
No.
Paul Verhoeven?
Are there really people running around on this planet with 3?
Oh no, this is on Mars, darling. It's not this planet.
There are 3-tittied people on Mars?
In Total Recall, there are.
I must watch this film. Thank you, Silas, for sharing all of your worldly knowledge with me today.
I know a lot about titties and a lot about films. And a lot about fashion,
Butthole,
I guess.
ice, and fashion.
Well, it looks like the poll is concluding, and it looks like in a landslide victory. Cedar Juniper is the winner of Enter the OCtagon episode 2.
God, holy shit! I'm so excited, I cannot believe it! I want to thank all the chatters for your votes. I am so surprised and elated by this victory. I cannot wait to get my titties. I cannot wait.
Chat, you've done a good thing here tonight. Now we're gonna get a world where Cedar Juniper is getting those tits.
And then I will be able to join with Silas in the studio, I'm sure.
Oh, darling, I retired a long time ago, but, you know, I think there's
I've
always
heard
time
that
for
in
a
today's
comeback.
age that we love a reboot.
This is true. The people do love a reboot. It's all about the cycles of trends. Trends are never worth chasing. But titties, that's a trend that will never die, I don't think.
I will be unstoppable. I will be 100% unstoppable, Loch Ness Monster. You are correct.
Loch
We will
Ness
reboot
Monster
the universe.
says reboot. Oh my lord.
Well, if you would like to give, if there's anything if there's anything you'd like to say, now is your time. I know you said you're excited about the titties. We're also impressed by Little Juniper. Do you think that you will be getting Little Juniper little titties?
I believe that is a personal decision. Let's ask her. Hold on, 1 second. Little Juniper, where are you? Come out. Oh! Hello. I think I could overhear from my nuzzly, cozy space that I could possibly get titties. I feel like maybe I'm a little too young. I'm only a couple hours old. I feel like titties are a powerful weapon to wield. I'm not prepared yet. I feel like I will wait. I feel like I will wait. Maybe until I'm a week old.
Dog Dude is asking if there's a little Juniper. Well, Dog Dude, this little Juniper came about within the last hour. The little Juniper was born an hour or two ago. So I think we have to wait another hour or two if we want to see the even smallest Juniper.
If I understand the process correctly, I would have to consume an enormous amount of chlorophyll. I would need to eat a lot of chlorophyll, and then give me, yes, there's a refractory period for dummies. So perhaps we will revisit this topic in a week.
Oh, okay. I
I don't know. I don't know how to wrap up this show at this point. It seems that we've gone down some paths.
We are often in uncharted territory.
I would like to thank all of you for coming to witness Enter the Octagon tonight. Thank you so much again to our contestants, Silas, Indigo, and Cedar Juniper, our winner of Enter the Octagon 2. Thank you so much, Cedar. Thank you so much to CJ Wheelwright for introducing us to her friend Cedar Juniper, also known as CJ. CJ and CJ, they go way back, you know. They're very good friends, and we appreciate all their efforts for tonight. And thank you all for watching Enter the Octagon. Anything else, my friends?
I have had an amazing time here in the Octagon, and I would like to extend an invitation to the Snail Bear for a pint of ale after the show.
Are you asking me on a date?
I feel like it's in Olive Branch. I want you to think that I'm not
okay.
so scary.
You're not gonna swallow me like Squirrels did, are you?
Without consent, absolutely not.
I do appreciate that. Consent is very important. Squirrels, he treats me like escargot sometimes. But I'm also part bear, which is kind of fucked up, don't you think?
If I remember correctly from watching some Survivor shows, bears carry a certain type of worm parasite, do they not?
Hey, I mean, you want to go get a drink with me? That's a risk you're taking, you know?
I believe it is a risk worthy of taking. I am a gambler at heart, you know.
Well, do you want to go to Vegas then?
I feel like this is a little sudden, but why not? Let's go to Vegas! Vegas, baby!
Yay! Let's get you some tits and then we're headed to Vegas. Thank you so much, everybody. I've got to get going. We are going to Vegas to get Juniper some titties! Yay!
Yay!
Woo! Before we go, though, Cedar Juniper, was there anything that CJ Wheelwright said that you should plug? Is there anything you would like to plug?
I believe CJ told me that she will be just doing some more of her stuff, you know, drawing her art and making the himbo herbarium thing that she's been doing. I don't know why she devotes time to that loser wizard, but it's whatever. And I believe on May 10th, she will be taking up the role of Homer Simpson on The Simpsons with the Neon Sock people, the Neon Sock Media. And then on May 11th, she will be appearing with the wonderful Mom Boy for a Mother's Day special, Dead Moms Club, and they will be doing a space saloon crawl. What those things have to do with one another, I don't know, but it will be an exciting weekend for sure.
I am indeed looking forward to that. Thank you to everyone in chat. Thank you for hearing me out. I know my style isn't for everyone, but I had a blast here tonight on the Octagon. It was so lovely to meet you, Cedar, and I appreciate the time we've spent together. Could I come in and can I join you over in Vegas? I'd love to witness.
I'm pretty sure that if we do the, what do they say, the Uber, we can get one with a back seat that's big enough for all of us.
I bet it would. We could get the XL. I think we might need it.
What the fuck does that mean?
Oh, you'll find out, buddy.
If we are about to do we are supposed to round out the trilogy of the James and the Giant Stuffed Peach, I assume.
We'll have to stop and get some peaches on the way, baby.
I mean, I guess you could come with. I kinda. This was sort of you kinda just inserted yourself into these plans. But, yeah, I guess that's okay.
Crying and laughing. I'm sorry. And now we still need oxygen, but you still need oxygen.
Thank you all for watching Enter the OCtagon.
Thank you so much for watching Enter the OCtagon. We are going to Vegas. Woo!
We're going to Vegas. Thank you, everyone.
Woo!